I would argue that Mike Trout's the best player that you've never seen in baseball. I mean, who the hell watches the Los Angeles Angels ever? But everybody tells me Mike Trout's the best player in baseball. All right. Mike Trout has apparently, according to the media, which I don't know to be true, has a, quote, rare spinal condition that could affect him the rest of his life. Well, this is a pretty rare condition right now in his back. The doctor, Robert Watkins, who's one of the most well-known spinal surgeons in the country, if not the world, doesn't see a lot of these. And for it to happen to a basketball player, we just have to take that into consideration, what he puts him through hitting, swinging, and on a daily basis just getting prepared, playing in the outfield, diving for balls, jumping into walls, things like that. Well, let me explain something to you. You can have plantar fasciitis, and it could affect you the rest of your career. He got a cortisone shot. He's going to have a follow-up next week. We'll go from there. Here's my deal with Mike Trout. I'm tired of hearing about Mike Trout being the best player in baseball. Who's the best player in baseball? Mike Trout. Okay. Why isn't he ever in the playoffs? Team sport. Great. To be a really good, great baseball player, you got to have a postseason moment. You do. I'm sorry. You got to have a postseason moment. Mike Trout probably is. He's 5'2", but you know why Mike Trout's the best player in baseball? I would argue Mike Trout is considered the best player in baseball because he's great with the media. He smiles, he's a New Jersey guy, all that kind of happy horse bleep. Shohei Ohtani's the best player in baseball. Nobody's ever done what Shohei Ohtani has done. Mike Trout always gets hurt. Mike Trout's never in the playoffs. Mike Trout isn't the best player in baseball. I like Mike Trout. He's fine. He's great. And people are going to say, this shows how stupid you are, Dakich. You don't know baseball. No, I'm in 2 baseball Hall of Fames. This guy, what has 2 thumbs and knows baseball? This guy. And great, Mike Trout might be, could be, maybe. I never see him in the playoffs. I never see Ohtani in the playoffs either. Maybe I have Mike Trout fatigue. Mike Trout said this, and this is the stupidity of the media. I got back and my phone was blowing up. My career's over. No, it's not. He's making fun of it. Because the idiots in the media do what idiots in the media do. They blow it up. He said, Mike Trout said, it's just rare for a baseball player. I just have to stay on top of it. All right. Okay. Big deal. You know, you can get a really infected toe, start walking around badly, and it can affect you for the rest of the career. So, you know what? They act like in the media this is like forever. You all right? Diving for balls. See, here's my deal. And this is where I'm a bad human being. Horrible human being, according to the media. Sympathy is between sh and syphilis in the dictionary. Here's the deal. I'm a bad human being. I listen, well, he's diving for balls. He's running. Hey, look, I had an uncle who went every day for 40-some years into the steel mills of Gary, Indiana. In fact, not only an uncle, but my next-door neighbor, that next-door neighbor, 2 guys down the other way. I have no sympathy for, well, you know, he's got to dive. Well, you know, he falls down. Shut up.